Hey there, explorers. Welcome back to Curious Kids HQ. Today, we're diving deep, literally, into one of the most mysterious and eerie places on Earth, the Catacombs of Paris. Beneath the bustling streets of the City of Lights lies a hidden world full of history, secrets, and millions of bones. Yup, you heard that right, millions! Ever wondered what it would be like to walk through tunnels lined with skulls and bones? Or how people manage to sneak into these forbidden passageways? Well, you're about to find out. So buckle up and let's get ready to uncover the chilling secrets of the Catacombs. Paris, a city known for its grand monuments, delicious food, and rich history. You've heard of the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, and the Champs-Élysées, but there's a part of Paris that very few people talk about. A place where history takes a darker, more mysterious turn. Beneath the lively streets of this iconic city lies a secret world, the Catacombs. The Catacombs are a labyrinth of tunnels running underneath the city, stretching over 200 miles. But what makes them so chilling is that these tunnels are filled with the bones of more than 6 million people. It's not a story you hear in the usual Paris travel guide, but it's a real part of the city's past. How did the Catacombs come to be? The story begins in the late 18th century. Back then, Paris had a serious problem. Its cemeteries were overflowing. Graves were packed so tightly that there was no room for new burials, and sometimes bodies would rise to the surface, an unsettling sight, to say the least. The city needed a solution, and fast. That's when the city officials came up with an unusual idea. Beneath Paris were old quarries, massive underground tunnels that had once been used to extract stone for the city's beautiful buildings. These empty, abandoned tunnels seemed like the perfect place to store the remains of those buried in overcrowded cemeteries. The bones were carefully arranged in walls, patterns, and even decorations, creating an eerie underground cemetery. From then on, Paris's catacombs became the final resting place for millions of its former residents. The secret world of the catacombs. Although the catacombs are open to the public, only a small section is accessible. Visitors can take a guided tour through a portion of the tunnels, gazing at the neatly stacked bones that line the walls. But beyond those well-lit corridors lies an underground world that very few people have ever seen. This forbidden part of the catacombs is vast, dark, and easy to get lost in. Some areas are so deep and complex that they remain unmapped to this day. These hidden chambers have long captured the imagination of a group of people known as cataphiles. Cataphiles are underground explorers who illegally enter the catacombs through secret entrances scattered across Paris. Once inside, they navigate the winding tunnels, often for hours or even days at a time. Cataphiles are driven by curiosity and adventure, but they also face serious dangers. The tunnels are dark and can flood quickly if it rains, and without a map, it's easy to get disoriented. Some explorers have wandered into the catacombs and never returned, their bodies lost in the maze-like depths forever. Walking through the catacombs is an experience unlike any other. The air is cold and damp, and the only light comes from your flashlight. The bones stacked in neat patterns stretch on for miles. Skulls, femurs, and ribs, all arranged as if they were part of a chilling art installation. The silence is overwhelming, except for the occasional drip of water or the shuffle of your own feet. For some, the catacombs represent an important piece of history. For others, they are simply too creepy to visit. The thought of wandering through a tunnel system filled with the remains of 6 million people is enough to give anyone chills. It makes you wonder what the lives of those people were like and how their bones ended up here. And yet, despite the eerie setting, the catacombs have an undeniable allure. Adventurers, historians, and paranormal enthusiasts alike are drawn to this underground world. Some come for the thrill, others to connect with the past. But one thing is for sure, the catacombs leave a lasting impression on anyone who dares to enter. One of the most famous stories about the catacombs is that of a man who ventured too deep and was never seen again. According to legend, in the early 1990s, a group of explorers found an abandoned video camera deep inside the tunnels. When they played back the footage, they discovered that the man who had been holding the camera seemed to have become hopelessly lost. As he wandered through the twisting tunnels, his flashlight began to flicker, and his breathing grew more panicked. Eventually, the footage stopped and the man was never found. This story has fueled countless theories, with some saying it's just an urban legend, and others claiming it's proof of the dangers that lurk in the catacombs. Whatever the truth may be, The idea of getting lost in such a vast, dark place is enough to make anyone think twice about exploring these tunnels alone. For those who dare to enter the catacombs illegally, finding the entrances is a challenge in itself. These secret access points are hidden all over the city, sometimes disguised as manhole covers or tucked away in basements of old buildings. Cataphiles pride themselves on knowing these hidden spots, and they often meet up late at night to begin their underground adventures. Once inside, cataphiles use maps, flashlights, and even GPS devices to navigate the tunnels. Some have spent years exploring the catacombs, mapping out their own routes and discovering hidden chambers that few others have seen. There are rumors of underground parties, secret art galleries, and even entire rooms decorated with strange symbols and graffiti. But despite the excitement, the dangers of the catacombs are very real. Without proper guidance or experience, it's easy to get disoriented and trapped. And for those who go in without permission, the penalties can be severe if caught by the police. Riddle time. I stretch for miles, unseen from the light, beneath a city known for its sights. Where bones are stacked in rows so neat, I'm both a graveyard and a secret retreat. What am I? Hint, it's not far from the streets of Paris, but hidden deep below. The catacombs of Paris are a reminder that even in the brightest places, shadows of the past still linger. They hold history, mystery, and adventure, all waiting for those brave enough to explore them. And that's a wrap on today's adventure into the catacombs of Paris. Pretty spooky, right? From the overflowing cemeteries to the hidden entrances used by daring explorers, the catacombs are definitely one of the creepiest places on Earth. Would you ever brave the tunnels and explore this underground world? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Curious Kids HQ for more awesome explorations, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a new adventure. Thanks for watching, and remember, there's always something curious waiting to be discovered.